Marketing question of the day. What's up, guys? This is Nick with Real Top, and this is a common question. And that question is, guys, how do I get over this mental hurdle, this psychological wall that I need to get over to create video content? Okay, this is a common question, and this is one of the hardest parts of creating content. Just literally filming yourself. Okay. You've probably tried to do it. You might have ordered a ring light. You got a bunch of gadgets. You got a cool 4K enabled phone. You got a GoPro. You got a Canon. You got all the gadgets in the world. But ultimately, that content that you're creating is not getting placed on social media, or you're simply not even creating it. You've got a corner in your office with a bunch of gadgets that aren't being used. And how do I get over it? I don't have a pep talk here. And I'm not the one to give you one. But I'll tell you what I did, and it was a simple hack. Might be a little too expensive for you, but I'll tell you, it worked for me, okay? When I first needed to start creating content for my business, what I did, I tried to create a bunch of content from my smartphone. It just didn't happen. I didn't want to post it, okay? But what I ended up doing was contacting a professional videographer, okay? And I said, listen, I need to create 4 videos for my company about the following topics, okay? Each of the videos needs to be anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes long. Okay, what's it going to cost to do that, and when are we available to do it? The videographer gave me a quote, told me about his schedule, or told me what open dates he had on his schedule, and what did I do? I booked them. And then the next thing I did, which you might be a little surprised about, is I prepaid the session. I prepaid the whole thing. I think it was a couple of grand at the time, okay? I prepaid the whole thing. Why did I do it, okay? If you've ever heard the phrase, Tony Robbins says it a lot, if you want to take the island, burn the boats, okay? I prepaid that session. There's no going back, guys. I have to conquer the island. So I sink the boats. I burn them, I sink them. If I don't take the island, I'm dead in the water myself. So I did that for my first major videography session, okay? My first content creation session. This was years ago. That content came out beautifully, by the way. It was professionally done. It's not a smartphone piece of content like what I'm making right now. This is just my daily stuff. But at the time, this was more or less cinematic. It was done by a professional videographer. He had all the right lighting. He had all the beautiful cameras. And what happened, I ended up with this great content that I was really proud of. I was proud to put it up on our company's website. And then I became enthusiastic. I was like, hey man, this really worked. I put it up on our website. Immediately what we saw is the bounce rate drop on our website. Okay, so we started actually getting more leads from the same amount of traffic that was coming to the site. So I was like, wow, we're actually making more money because of this content, okay? That got me over the hurdle. I got a little bit more comfortable. I flexed those muscles a little bit more, okay? Those video content creation muscles. So that's one tip that worked for me. Hey, if you want to try it, you want to give it a shot, you're a little nervous, again, prepay the session, get it on your calendar, make sure you got a whole crew of people coming to your office, or you need to be in some sort of studio where if you don't show up, you're going to really tick off a whole team of videographers and editors. It'll make you feel a little bit more nervous. This is the same thing for those of you that ever train for a marathon. What do? You have these group long runs, okay? They're scheduled for 6 a.m. on a Saturday. And ultimately what happens is you do the darn long run even if you don't want to, because you're embarrassed. Everyone's gonna be there waiting for you. They're not starting without you. It's the same thing with your video session, just one step further because you've made that financial commitment. So guys, if you like our content, by the way, please do me a favor, click the like button below. Comment if you disagree. If you think this is garbage, feel free to do so. Throw in a comment below, whether on YouTube, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Let me know what you think. Overcommit to your video content creation. I promise you, it will be much, much easier. 6 or 7 years later, I'm making daily videos right from my smartphone. It's no big deal. I do this all the time. 6 or 7 years ago, I was basically gonna cry in my first video session. I was so nervous. So give it a shot, guys. This is Nick with Real Top. Check us out at Real Top Digital at Instagram. Check us out, follow us, love our content, share it, and we'll see you later.